Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Wait, got my dog here too. Well, one
Hold
of
on,
them.
what's your dog's name?
This is a foster dog. Her name is Poppy.
Puppy. Hello,
Yeah,
puppy.
just 100 pounds, Poppy. So I've got two Great Pyrenees here. LaCroix. So if you hear barking, it's them. It's because they're livestock
Nice.
guardian
Okay.
dogs, and if a leaf moves, they've got
They
to bark
bark.
at it.
Okay, gotcha.
What they do. So how you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling fantastic. We are packing up for and about to head out for Houston this weekend.
So I was looking at like your concert, your tour schedule. You've got us on Friday, and then there's like a big gap of a month. Get out of here,
Yeah,
Poppy.
we're still in the process of writing the album. So we've got our singles and stuff ready for release and all that, but we still are finishing up the album. So we kind of coming back and meeting up again there. We're going to have a little pre-production because once we come back out, we'll be pushing the new single. So there's a little gap there for us to work on things and just touch base back with each other and get in the studio and keep writing and being creative, and then we head back out.
We're just lucky to get you on this little break. Like you're taking some time away from the studio.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, well, when we get back from Houston, from you guys, Jason and I are going to go off in the woods. We rented this little cabin. We're going to go out there for a couple of days and do some writing, and then we'll come back in the studio and probably record all the hits we wrote in that session. Now, so yeah, we're putting a lot of focus on the album right now. It's really one of the most important things to us. So a lot of focus there.
what is your timeline, your idea of when it might actually be done
I'll give
versus
you
when it
a
might be released?
tentatively a timeline. We're looking to release a single at the end of May.
Okay.
And hopefully by then we'll be done with the album. Like I said, we're putting a lot of hard work into this one. Uh, Especially it being the first album back with me and God knows we got a lot of topics to sing about these days, don't
I
we?
know.
But
And
anyway, so we're looking at the end of May to release the single. So that way when we come back out, we're playing the new single, we're pushing that, and we'll have changed our set up a little bit. So we'll those who have seen us previously, it'll be a little different when you see us the next time.
I
We're
just got
hoping
to
to have that. We're hoping to have. Oh, and also you asked. We're hoping to have the album finished, if not summer, to release it in the fall.
Yeah, I've seen like Shine Down was kind of the latest to push the album back because they couldn't get the vinyl out. So I feel
Right.
like whenever I ask bands right now, like when's the album coming out? I have to like take it with a grain of salt because things
Yeah.
could happen. Things could go wrong.
There's so many things that have happened since the old days, let's just say, or the old structure, the old
Right?
ways that we did it, that you have to make a lot of wiggle room for change, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah,
But on the
totally
other hand,
approve.
it's really cool that people are buying vinyl, buying tapes, cassette tapes. Have you
I
seen
think it's
that?
awesome. A lot of people are really on the nostalgia kick these
Yeah.
days, man. I love it. I know I am personally. But even the Saving Abel fans, the song "Addicted" or whatever, like a lot of people are missing those days, when
Yeah.
that song was big. And since then we've graduated into being called divorced dad rock. So we're pretty excited about that. Like, we know that we've made it now. So
Divorced dad rock. That
divorced dad
is
rock.
that is amazing. I saw that there is an EP from 2021. So what was
Yeah.
with this EP that came out?
That was Shades of Grace, Shade of Grace. That was Shade of Grace was what Jason and I were before we started Saving Abel. Shade of Grace is where Saving Abel put its roots and started growing from. During Shade of Grace, it was just an acoustic group of Jason Knoll and I, and that is responsible for actually bringing us back together and putting us back in the studio. Because during the time over isolation and that, we weren't on terms like that, and one day we ended up on the phone talking about, hey, do you ever remember those songs we wrote so long ago? And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
man, I listen to them all the time. And it's like, well, you're not really doing nothing. I'm not really doing nothing. We'd stay at home orders, so let's just go into the studio, you know. So we started recording some of those tunes, man, and it was really good to get back in there and rediscover those feelings, and especially that formula that Jason and I have had since the beginning. It was one of those things, like me being in Nashville and writing with everybody else. It was just one of those things that I just can't find it anywhere else. So obviously we rediscovered, some things, and started writing new stuff, and as the universe had it, it just had it played out to where I'm sitting in front of you right now, talking about this. And I think it's just great for me to be able to come back and us take off, where we left it. I think that's great. And I appreciate you guys being so kind and making it a warm welcome for me.
Of course.
It's been fantastic.
And I don't want to linger on it, but I am curious to ask you, the time that you were away and doing solo music, was that very different than what you were doing with Saving Abel? Did it feel different?
Well, at the time, I was in a different mindset, and I was coming to Nashville to start my country career, and I know all these people, and as you find out in life, you think it's going to be one way, and then what does it do? It always teaches you something differently.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did come here, and I obviously got to write with some of the biggest writers in the industry. Jonathan Singleton, who won Writer of the Year this year. 4 out of the 6 songs on my EP were written with him.
Wow.
So, it was a great experience getting in, and these publishing companies, they have these people sometimes write 2 and 3 songs a day. And for me, and this is all obviously my opinion and my experience, you end up writing the same song, after a while. It's just, so after a while, it got to the point where me personally, I just felt like the passion wasn't there for me anymore. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to write about that really had substance or really said something that I, wanted to say. So, obviously, I'm grateful for where I'm at now, especially revisiting that formula with Jason and being where I'm at back with Saving Abel and in the studio right now, writing a new album. And obviously we're coming out for the next month, in June, at the end of May and June. And then we'll might take a little break in July, and we'll keep going in August. Push, push, push.
So you're coming to play this festival, Bikes on the Bayou, not like a standard concert necessarily. It's definitely a different event, but you're used to playing places that are maybe not standard, right? You've played some unique.
I have, absolutely. And I find the more unique, the better the experience sometimes. So it's great.
What's the one that was the most just like out of the box?
We played this cornfield once when we were out with Puddle of Mud. Literally, I promise you.
Like a
I woke up out of the tour bus and I just opened the window, and as far as my eye could, it was like the Field of Dreams with God. Kevin Costner or something. So I walk out of the bus and I'm literally looking in 360 degrees around me. It's nothing but corn. I thought like maybe the driver just pulled off in a field or something and we just stopped. But eventually, the tour manager comes around and shows me the walkway, and it takes a few longer than I thought, but eventually the stage comes out of nowhere and there's this open field. But I thought it really rather strange that day. I just remember waking up and being like, where am I?
I would have had some feelings about that too. Like, who booked this? Who is responsible for this? Who thought this was a good idea?
Children of the Corn were opening for us, so it was extra scary. I'm just kidding.
We're excited to get you guys here to see you, and some of the fans are going to be able to meet you before the show, which is super exciting for them. And I see that that's a thing that you guys do. You like to get out and meet the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're just that kind of band. I like to think of us as the people. I mean, they are us, we are them. I mean, our fans, they always come around and they know we like to go out and hang and talk about things and take pictures and shake hands and kiss babies and sign things. That's just who we are, as people. I would do that if I worked at Walmart. I mean, that's just who I am. And yes, I used to work at Walmart.
Were you a greeter? Was that
before
ideal?
Before my musical job? Yeah. But even we even got the reputation at the bases and some of the forts we went to for the soldiers. We wouldn't leave until we met every single person on the base, and it took hours. I mean, hours. But consistency and being who we are sort of pays off in small joys like that. So we really enjoy meeting those people, and bikers are nothing new or strange to us. I mean, I work with the biggest anti-bullying campaign in America, Bikers Against Bullies, with my buddy Flash, and I'm around these guys all the time. And Sturgis, we love what the bikers have to offer and what they bring to these shows. It's not just them, it's for everybody. But we love mostly that we can put any type of person in next to any other type of person, and we like to bring people together and show them what it's really about, and why we're there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really unique crowd. I think it is.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be a good time. So Friday night, it's at a place called Eleanor Tinsley Park in Houston, downtown. It's going to be amazing. So I'm going to point people there so that they can still get tickets. We'll be on the lookout for the upcoming single. I'm not going to hold you to it, but end of May.
Right. No, it's coming. I promise you. We are almost done. I could taste it. We're so close.
All right. Well, good luck. I hope the little break that you're going to get coming to Houston, it'll energize you to get back.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, to actually come out from being, I'm a dad of 3 and a husband, so I'd rather not mow my yard Friday. I'd rather go to Houston and come and rock out, man.
Get out of doing the weekend chores. I got you.
For real.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for taking some time to talk to me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. And I'll see you obviously in a few days.
All right. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.